This might honestly be the worst Roblox YouTuber ever, so drop a like if you think Roblox should just ban them right now. It all begins on January 3rd, 2025. That's the day a creator named Payleey uploaded a video called Steak Loves Devil, Part 1. At first glance, it didn't look like much, but little did anyone know, this one video would snowball into one of the craziest, most toxic sagas in the Roblox community. Payleey opened her video by saying, "Hey besties, this isn't my usual video, but I have some really sad news to share. But first, can you like and subscribe?" Notice how before she even gets into the story, she's already begging for likes and subs. That theme repeats again and again, manipulation for engagement, especially targeting kids. So what actually happened? Well, Payleey started accusing other creators of mocking her shorts and disrespecting her content. She pretended to be heartbroken and shocked. She even said things like, "I was one of their biggest fans," to build sympathy. But the truth? She was twisting everything from the start. Steak, the creator she was going after, never mocked her in the way she claimed. What he actually pointed out correctly was how Payleey was using God and devil references in her intros just to bait little kids into liking and subscribing. Imagine, she literally turned religious symbols into engagement tools, and yet she tried to frame Steak as the villain for calling it out. Then she began saying outrageous stuff on camera. "Jesus is so dumb. Poor bacons are trash and ugly. Slenders are the best. Devil is girl." That's what came out of her own mouth. At the same time, she was claiming her content was spreading positivity. Make that make sense. And let's be real about her content. These were 30-second nothing burgers. Lazy, low-effort clips that kids binge on because they're addicted to scrolling. Not effortful creations, not anything meaningful, just garbage shorts meant to farm clicks. Steak wasn't being mean by pointing that out. He was just telling the truth. But things only got worse as the video went on. Payleey doubled down and started blatantly lying. She painted Steak as some kind of aggressor when in reality he was pointing out manipulation. Then she began dragging other creators into the mess. Enter Vanilla Bean, a respected Roblox YouTuber. Payleey accused her of saying slurs to old friends, and she proved it with Discord screenshots. Except the receipts were fake. You didn't need to be a tech genius to see the screenshots were doctored. Yet Payleey presented them like hard evidence, trying to ruin Vanilla Bean's reputation. And if that wasn't enough, she dug up an ancient short where Vanilla Bean had once promoted a sketchy website. Every creator in the niche had done something like that at the time, but Vanilla Bean had already deleted it. Payleey used it anyway, framing it like a giant scandal. It was pure rage bait. Now, here's where I need you to stop for a second. Subscribe to the channel right now because I'm exposing the truth about this mess in ways no one else is doing. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and your sub helps fight back against this kind of fake, manipulative content. But back to the story, Payleey didn't just stop at fake evidence. She even accused creators of promoting online dating on Roblox, claiming it was disgusting and dangerous. Meanwhile, she herself was constantly breaking the rules, pushing her Discord, asking kids to boost her server for clout, and calling herself the Queen of Roblox. Then came her worst video yet. Real Schlep is Disgusting, uploaded on August 14th, 2025. In it, she targeted another creator, Schlep, in one of the most disturbing ways possible. She said Roblox was right to ban him. She mocked his efforts to catch creeps, and she excused the predators themselves by blaming parents. Yes, you heard that right. She shifted the blame off the creeps and onto families. And as always, she was plugging her Discord. Join if you want to talk to me, boost for a shout out. She used controversy to farm attention, while spreading some of the worst takes imaginable. Her words in that video were insane. She said things like, "So what if some of these people wanted to meet kids? It's the parents' fault." That line alone tells you everything you need to know about how twisted her perspective is. She even mocked Schlep's work, calling him a wannabe cop, claiming that baiting predators was worse than what the predators were doing. She went so far as to say that if Schlep got physical with anyone, no one would care, and it wasn't just Schlep. Payleey turned her attention to Lobby Mike, one of YouTube's biggest lawyers. She claimed Schlep manipulated him into speaking out about Roblox. Seriously? Mike is a grown man with years of experience. The idea that a Roblox creator manipulated him is laughable, but Payleey sold that lie anyway, and she got even lower. She invalidated victims of grooming by mocking them for going to therapy, saying they were soft for being affected by Discord messages. Imagine belittling trauma like that while still preaching that you're a positive creator. It's disgusting. As her video went on, she defended disturbing Roblox games like Run from Diddy Simulator, Shower Simulator, and Bloody Battles. She dismissed them as just entertainment, and when people said they were uncomfortable, she said, "Just turn off your iPad," again blaming the kids, never holding Roblox or predators accountable. By this point, it was clear. Payleey wasn't exposing anything. She was manipulating, lying, and farming outrage for clicks. And as her rant spiraled further, things only got darker. Things only spiraled further when Payleey started reacting to comments on her video. One section in particular became infamous, the part where her fans spammed the chat with "Holy, holy, holy. Devil should be poor loser. Holy, holy, holy." Instead of realizing how weird this looked, she tried to frame it as proof of loyalty. She claimed Schlep was mocking her fans, when in reality, he was pointing out that kids were being manipulated into mindless spamming. He wasn't making fun of them, he was criticizing her for brainwashing them with fake positivity. But Payleey flipped the script. She acted like her fans fans were victims of bullying, when really the issue was how she was encouraging this cult-like behavior. It was disturbing to watch. And it didn't stop there. In the middle of this mess, she shamelessly promoted her Discord again. Join my server if you want to talk to me, boost to get added by the queen of Roblox. Think about that. She's literally in the middle of defending predators, mocking victims, spreading lies, and her priority is funneling kids into her Discord for clout. Later, she even tried to defend Roblox itself by brushing off all responsibility. She claimed that banning Schlep was the right move, saying, Roblox, slayed. They actually protect their players. But at the same time, she excused creeps, saying things like, when you leave your 9-year-old with an iPad all night, of course things happen. It's not the creep's fault, it's the parents' fault. Let that sink in. Payleey openly said creeps weren't really to blame. She pinned everything on parents. It's one of the most insane backwards arguments I've ever heard from a creator. She even mocked the fact that Schlep had worked with law enforcement, framing him as a wannabe cop who should just relax. She dismissed the fact that predators were arrested, instead trying to spin it as baiting with extra steps. And then she went after Lobby Mike in detail. She said Schlep manipulated him into believing lies, that Mike was too soft for being traumatized by Discord messages, and that if therapy was needed, it meant he was weak. Imagine invalidating someone's lived trauma just to score points in a fake feud. And yet, the irony is she herself was the one spreading lies with fake screenshots and doctored evidence. The deeper the video went, the more deranged it became. She defended games like Shower Simulator and Bloody Battles by saying they don't harm anyone, just entertainment. She ignored the obvious dangers of creeps or violent Roblox games being available to kids. She mocked people for feeling unsafe, saying, if you're uncomfortable, just log off. Just delete Roblox. Again, blaming victims, never holding creeps or platforms accountable. And then, unbelievably, she began ranting about how people complain about online games when there are kids in the world without food. She used global suffering as a way to dismiss criticism of her own behavior. It was a manipulative deflection tactic, another way to dodge responsibility. By the end, she framed herself as the victim. She begged viewers to leave comments praying for her, to join her Discord, to boost her server, and to stand with the queen of Roblox, all while continuing to insult other creators, mock victims, and defend creeps. Her outro included another classic manipulation. If you want to be my actual bestie, join my server, talk to me, and you'll be added by me, the queen. She disguised clout chasing as friendship, preying on kids' desire for attention. And after all this, she had the audacity to say she was spreading positivity. But in reality, she was rage baiting, lying, invalidating, and manipulating her way through every piece of content. So let's be clear, Payleey isn't a victim. She's not a positive creator. She's one of the most dangerous rage baiters the Roblox community has ever seen. Her videos are a steaming pile of garbage designed to exploit kids for views. But what do you think? Should Payleey be banned from Roblox YouTube? Drop a comment, hit the like button if you agree, and most importantly, subscribe so you never miss the truth about Roblox's darkest drama.